Nearly every single year on 420, my friend and I like to get together to celebrate. We've celebrated back home in Seattle, Walla Walla, Portland, and recently in California. Now, all of those were incredible trips where we made the best of what we had, but we were always just staycationing to save some green so we could get more green, if you know what I mean. But this year was different. This year we wanted to make an event of it. But how are we going to afford an out-of-state vacation as two broke boys in their 20s? But that's when we thought of it. The cheapest Vegas trip ever.
Scranch! I've seen this place on a camera before.
Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. I think. I've always loved the bright and busy neon vibe that Vegas brings, a destination where people from all walks of life come together to stare at the flashing lights and give in to temptation. Now, you might be thinking, how the hell is the city that literally takes millions of dollars every single day going to work out as cheap? Well, it wasn't perfect, since at the time of filming I was the only participant in My Vegas Rewards, but it did allow for the splitting of hotels to go smooth. I got one cheap stay at the D, Nick got one cheap stay at the STRAT, and our final night was comped at the beautiful Aria. And over the next 25 minutes here, we will be taking you with us and showing you each and every hotel with a rating to see if it's right for you.
Nearby? Can we do anything on this?
It looks like it does the thing like it's supposed to be a touchscreen.
Uber's $27.
Here. Yeah, so we're trying to figure stuff out, but these don't work, so...
We're going to the D Las Vegas. That is downtown, so that's a little bit harder to get to than the Strip. And right now, we're trying to take a shuttle so that it's a bit cheaper to get away from the airport. Airport fees are very expensive for Uber.
Check this one out. We have arrived to our first destination. The hotel check-in is right over there.
We checked into the D and dropped off our stuff as quickly as we could since we were on a mission to get some brekkie. And with none of the trip being pre-planned except for the hotel stays, we just decided to wing it and find a good spot while adventuring and looking at Google
Hey,
Maps.
that's how we can get back to California. Be perfect. But there's a fucking White Castle.
There's a White Castle right there.
A White Castle. What an incredible find.
We gotta go get breakfast first.
Yeah, we gotta get super stoned and get some White
Castle's
Castle.
open 24/7.
For breakfast, we ended up going with Hash House A Go-Go, which despite the high 4.4 star rating, was the first place in Vegas to disappoint. We smoked along the way and decided early on what we wanted to share, the chicken fried steak with a pancake on the side. When we made this request at the restaurant, we specified again, so the pancake comes with the steak, and the server agreed.
Ladies and gentlemen, breakfast.
The pancake was delicious, but after a 30-minute wait for the chicken fried steak, we asked her about its ETA, to which she was confused, saying, "You ordered the pancake, not the steak." It sucks because I had such high hopes for Hash House, but for this trip, Hash House A Go-Go earns 2 out of 5 stars. Good food, bad communication, but I want to give it another try one day.
We're about to go to Stadium Swim. That's the tallest sports book.
Sports book?
Yeah, it's like a pool and a sports book.
I don't know what a sports book is.
It's where you bet on sports.
There's an elevator that I'm very scared of. I will film it. It's terrifying. I'll probably have a panic attack again.
We're here at Stadium Swim at the Circa. The tallest escalator ever.
Ever? I'll probably have a panic attack. I'll probably have a panic attack. I'll probably have a panic attack.
Welcome to Stadium Swim. Over here at the Stadium Swim. Farting in the pool.
Stadium Swim was a super cool concept that I think was just out of season when we hit it in April. The place had great views and huge 6 screens, but the pools were full of trash and the hot tubs were not working. I'd like to give this place another try, but for my first visit, 3 out of 5 stars.
We're about to go down and get ready for our Harold and Kumar adventure.
And then we messed up our Harold and Kumar adventure and got way too high. When we woke up in the early morning, it was time to restart the process and get ready.
Good morning.
First dab of the day.
Only an hour ago.
Dude, I was thinking. What was I thinking?
You got the Greg halfway, like the 3. The 3 fucking.
What, the shrimp?
Oh, I was smoking the wrong end.
We're gonna eat so many fucking White Castle burgers soon.
Just like Harold and Kumar, baby.
You gotta get as high as Harold and Kumar. They'll be like,
3 cheeseburgers, please.
I've only ever had the microwaved White Castle, and I hear they taste similar.
I guess we'll see.
Before we head off to White Castle, though, let's give this room a rating. I'll start off by saying that the best thing about this room is probably the view. Now, don't take that as a bad thing, because this hotel is the pinnacle of cheap vacationing. Sure, the beds feel like cardboard draped over a concrete bench, but it's clean, has lots of good stuff around it, and all for less than a Motel 6 in the middle of nowhere. The D earns a 4 out of 5 stars in my book, and as long as you know what you're getting into, I would have no complaints. And it's crazy to think we've only been here for a day.
It's hard to believe we've only been here for a day. It feels like I've been here for like 2, 3, maybe 3. Did you know, in a hotel in Vegas, if you have your Do Not Disturb sign on your door for longer than 48 hours, they legally have to come check on you. And if you don't answer the door, they have to break in. Because a lot of people, you know, gamble all their money away in Vegas. But it's also another way a lot of people get caught smoking in their rooms. They put on the Do Not Disturb sign, they forget to take it off. People come in and it smells like weed. Foolish. They should know the rules. I know the rules. And now you do too. We just got our White Castle and we're ready to go!
This right here is chicken ring sandwich.
It's dry.
It's one of the dry sandwiches I've ever had. Usually it's chicken fingers and onion rings, but over there, and right now what we're having is chicken rings and onion fingers, essentially. That's better than your average onion ring. That's probably the best thing out of all of this.
Hell yeah.
Another cool part about staying at the D is that they gave us each $5 of free play at the casino, so we decided to spend the last bit of our time running through that money, which didn't take all that long if I'm being honest.
Sleep when you're lucky. I'm gonna hold it down the whole time. I didn't do it. Good morning or good afternoon from the STRAT. We booked the cheapest room on Expedia. And we're gonna see exactly how that goes at the bell desk over there. And I'm excited.
Check-in at the STRAT was about what you'd think. Pretty dang lame. But since the STRAT is kind of a failing hotel, the check-in line was not long. But immediately the vibes were off. You'll see me clean my lens while taking B-roll in the hallway because I think there's a smudge on my camera, but no.
It just looks like that.
They just have blurry-ass hallways. Spooky. The vibes were kept off by our friends at the STRAT as we headed in for the room tour. And that might be the loudest door ever. Watch your fingers. Now onto the bathroom.
Well, there's a bathtub.
That's good. The toilet's peeling.
Ew.
The toilet is indeed peeling. But on the bright side, the view was nice, albeit of a parking garage, but I personally liked looking over that spot since we had some of our nicest smoke sessions right there on the roof. But as we continued to look around the room, we found that it was more and more dirty.
Dude, the side of your bed. There's like a cum stain.
No. Ew!
Should we talk to them about that?
I mean, I guess that's... Ooh, that's gross. After the toilet, the bed, and even the chair that I didn't show you a picture of were all found icky, we called in to complain. I decided to record the experience just in case, because the experience I've had up until now has been not great. And boy, am I glad that I did. I was not ready for this.
We're changing rooms? Yes. I'm going to walk you up to the new room. Obviously, they gave me keys, but they didn't bother to actually put the information on them. Did you grab those keys? Like, yeah, I did. They're like, I didn't make them yet. Wow. Well, okay. That's great. Thanks. Well, I appreciate you.
So talking to this guy, I'm starting to get the overall vibe of the STRAT. Even though this guy's customer service was good, they're the type of hotel to give you a cum-stained bed and then forget to send room keys when they move you over. But as we entered the elevator, I could tell this guy was holding something back. And as soon as those doors closed, I found out what it was.
You guys ever heard of a YouTube channel called Dude Perfect?
Yeah.
He's here today.
Really? Oh shoot, that's awesome.
If you look at the stands right here, going all the way around, they had a net pulled over all of that, and that little middle thing right there is where they had a net. If you come look kind of cross-side this way, there's a little blue ramp right there on the right side. He was lashed up to that right there, and what he was doing is he was throwing basketballs off the top of the tower, tried to put him in that basketball hoop that's on its side right there between all the air conditioning units. My thing was, I mean, what sort of damage is he doing to the... Nothing.
Yeah, really?
They said that one person almost got hit because the wind pushed the basketball completely away from the roof and it went out onto the street.
While the STRAT may be a real bad spot so far, Jeff really saved them here from an absolute dud score. He was awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we just got upgraded.
The upgrade was a welcome change, but we still didn't want to spend much time in the room, even if it was quote-unquote clean now. So we changed and left.
Check this out.
We're about to go to Gordon Ramsay. It's right up there. It's right up there.
We got a little lost on the way to Gordon Ramsay Burger and ended up in a liminal fake city, but with enough exploration, we were able to find our way through and get to our burger-tastic destination. I opted to go the appetizer route when I got there, thinking that I'd get more bang for my buck, which did not disappoint me at all. The sweet potato fries and the corn dip were very tasty, but after looking back on the footage, I think I would have been way happier with a burger. After some good eats and a quick change back out of our clothes, we were ready to take on the south side of the strip and see what it had to offer. We took the free tram so that we could keep cool on our way. It's such a great way to get around town for completely free, and it only takes a little bit of navigation through the hotels.
I've never seen this many M&Ms in my life. I don't think anybody has. I feel overwhelmed. I don't know what to get. I just might get nothing.
My brother in Christ, he really made the right decision here because scam alert, scam alert. I spent $40 on 2 small bags of M&Ms. They get you by not listing the prices anywhere and then totaling it up at the end. I should have just walked away, but in a panic, I paid for it anyways. If you go to the M&M store, have fun, look around, sample to your heart's content, because baby, we all know that they can afford it. And after one of the most iconic smokes ever, we were off yet again.
Here at Poop's Castle.
This is where Mayor Poopsville lives.
We're gonna go kill him. Take his throne. He deserves it.
At the tippity top over there. Of course, we can't kill him today. Right now, it's just scoping.
We'll come back later.
Lay of the land. We'll come back later. We'll come back later. But I got something for him. Watch this. He better watch out. Because once I get a lay of the land, it's over. We got trapped in a dungeon. Our bag got destroyed by a dragon. We've reached liminal space. Hit it. I'm gonna wait for the plates to come back.
Oh.
I'm gonna hit 30 at the top.
Nice.
Get it.
I got it.
We might have just found the way out of here.
I could fall asleep here. This is cozy.
You know what? Honestly, I could go for a couple of hours.
Me too. I think we should.
And that's exactly what we did. We passed out for a few hours, woke up for another beautiful sesh on the roof, and then went right back to sleep until the morning time, when it was finally time to review the STRAT. Starting off with the bathroom seems fairly standard, with a nice vanity and a non-peeling toilet, which is much appreciated. Another good part of this specific hotel room is the natural light let in due to the high floor. I will also give the STRAT a bone because the beds were much more comfortable than the D.
Welcome. This is where I party. This is my house. I own every single floor of this building. But I rent it all out because it's expensive, so... Yeah, I'm a hotel owner. What about it?
The view is pretty nice. I'd argue better than the D, but the location is so ass for getting anywhere that you have to Uber no matter what.
And here we got this lamp. It's funny because it looks kind of like it's upside down. It's not. It's right side up. And we got another one right there. We got... Excuse me. We got a lot of water.
Overall, even though the STRAT was comfier and had a better view, given the dirtiness, the terrible location, and the strange operations, it forces me to cap the score at 2 out of 5 stars. So, with that, we said our goodbyes to Dude Perfect and went on our way to the third hotel.
Yeah, they're getting filmed right now, and we're right above them. They're filming us too.
At the Aria, we were happy to see that the quote-unquote $20 trick was not a necessity, as we were auto-upgraded from just talking to the guy about our day. Now, I'll be upfront and honest, the Aria is my favorite hotel on the Strip, but I will start with a complaint. This place is a damn labyrinth. We spent the better part of 7 minutes finding our room just from the elevator lobby, not even counting the trip from the reception desk to the hotel elevators, which is a trek in and of itself. We got lost at least twice due to how the building just is, but at least the hallways aren't scary. Despite being a luxury corn maze, like I said, the Aria is my favorite hotel to stay at. One of the main reasons for that is the absolute wave of bliss that comes over you when you walk into the room. I get the same feeling no matter how many times I've come to stay here. The beds are also extremely comfortable, at par with my bed at home. The entire hotel is controlled by this tablet. We have a nice view. The Aria has a free tram that takes you to the Bellagio and the shopping mall right next to the hotel. The bathroom has a wet and dry separation, and not just a bath and shower combo, but a full tub with a shower next to it. This place is incredible. I've always set the blinds as my alarm clock in the morning, so when they open, I feel like fucking Snow White or one of those princesses that wakes up in an ethereal place. This place gets a 5 out of 5 stars from me. The Aria blows it out of the water.
I have 2,000 pennies hidden in my hotel room. They find out about my 2,000 pennies? I got plans.
That sucks.
I got plans that I cannot tell you about because my pennies might go missing. But we're on a different level. You don't even know. And if any of these people know, they don't.
We decided to end our trip off with a nice big walk around the south side of the strip, visiting the Bellagio Garden, the Luxor Pyramid, and then ending it off with a final drink at the lobby bar at the Aria.
Looks kind of like the World Trade Center.
As you can probably tell, this trip was exhausting. Right after this drink, we went to sleep and went straight to the airport in the morning. And honestly, it was sad being at the airport. We were saying our final goodbyes while recovering from a packed 3 days of partying. But, alas, I said goodbye to Nick and Terry Turnip, and after I watched them both take off, I headed to the club at Lost to see what they had to offer. And the answer is not a whole lot. But it was nice to have a snack and a drink while I stayed away from the crowds. And I spent a lot of that time, as well as my flight home, reminiscing on the wonderful trip that I just had, all for under $500. It really showed that you don't have to have money and you don't need to plan to have the time of your life. Sometimes, all you need is friendship and a little whimsy.